feeling like we's different. You ain't the hustling type, we's different.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose's back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Word is bond, love is love. Like, comment, subscribe, and do all the above. And if you ain't doing anything today, follow my Instagram. RugerRose23 is the place to be. And if somebody had to say it, it had to be me. All right. So, I wasn't sure if I was gonna make a video about this, but I said to myself, you know what? Why not? So there is a developing story going on after last night. Last night was, of course, Monday Night Raw. And we were supposed to have... Hold on. Okay. We were supposed to have a 6-pack challenge to determine Bianca Belair's next opponent for Hell in a Cell. It was supposed to be Asuka, Becky Lynch, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Sasha Banks and Naomi, Doudrop, and Nikki ASH. Right? Though that was everybody. I want to say towards the maybe an hour or so, story started to develop that Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out. Now, nothing was really confirmed, really, until Becky Lynch said it on live TV and Corey Graves said it on live TV. So, when you're told that on live TV, you kind of be like, huh, what is going on? I didn't make a video nor look into it after, because once 11 o'clock hit, I went to sleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I woke up maybe like an hour ago and I looked at Twitter to see if there was more to this, and there actually is. So I have WWE statement, if I can get to it. Okay, here we go. I got WWE statement on the matter, and I have another statement from somebody who was close to Sasha and Naomi. So here's WWE's statement. When Sasha Banks and Naomi arrived at the arena this afternoon, they were informed of their participation in the main event of tonight's Monday Night Raw. During the broadcast, they walked into WWE Head of Talent Relations, John Laurinaitis' office with their suitcases in hand, placed their tag team championship belts on his desk, and walked out. They claimed they weren't respected enough as tag team champions, and even though they had 8 hours to rehearse and construct their match, they claimed they were uncomfortable in the ring with two of their opponents, even though they've had matches with those individuals in the past with no consequence. Monday Night Raw is a scripted live TV show whose characters are expected to perform the requirements of their contract. We regret we were unable to deliver as advertised tonight's main event. So WWE's statement pretty much is saying that Sasha and Naomi did not want to go because of two opponents that were participating in the match. I also saw something that said that they didn't want to go against Becky and Asuka. And I was like, that's kind of weird to me, because I don't know if Becky and Sasha are that close, but I didn't think they had a lot of beef like that. And I thought everybody liked Asuka. So, you know what I'm saying? So, those two are kind of went left. And I don't know about Doudrop and ASH. I don't know about those two. So, I'm just like, I don't know. So, I kind of ignored that. And I said, screw it. So, as I was scrolling down, I saw another statement, and this was from the person that was close to Naomi and Sasha. Okay. So this is their side of the story. You are approached in February as being part or as being put in a tag team after both being promised big feuds at WrestleMania. You bite the bullet and put everything you got into being a tag team. It works, you get over, win the titles at WrestleMania, and become merch pushers. 5 weeks into your reign, you show up on live TV ready to work. You are told you will be in the main event, and you are happy. You both are then told that one of you will be going over from pinning the other. You have questions why that decision was made and how it helps y'all. You request a meeting with your boss to discuss it. Your boss takes the meeting and everything is actually going well. He understands your concerns. The meeting ends well and the match is told to be reconstructed. For some reason, producers get mad about it. You then ask with one of your members going over what happens to your titles. You are told basically that you will just be carrying the belts. They want to use you both to help both women's champions get over more. Bianca versus Naomi, Sasha versus Ronda. Neither one of you will win the solo titles, and you won't defend your tag titles until Money in the Bank, which is in July. You ask for another meeting with your boss, but this time you are being called spoiled. A producer walks away screaming. He comes back and tells both of you to fix your attitudes. You have a brief meeting amongst yourselves and decide to stand up for yourselves. You go to another boss and make clear you just have concerns. You ask, why are we even in the match and why aren't other women in it? You ask why your titles have no stories for 2 months. Again, you are met with fix your attitudes. So after one final meeting with yourselves and asking others, you make the ultimate decision as a team. It's sad how one side is trying to create a fucked up narrative. Also, it was asked, why were Nikki ASH and Doudrop in the match instead of starting their program tonight? Naomi nor Sasha talked down about being in the ring with either one. I don't know how that got flipped. Two different sides telling two different things. So WWE is pretty much saying that Sasha and Naomi were uncomfortable about participating in the match because they felt uncomfortable about two other individuals in the match. Supposedly, it was supposed to be Becky Lynch and Asuka they were uncomfortable with, but ultimately it's Nikki, ASH, and Doudrop. They're uncomfortable with that. Meanwhile, this right here gave you a broader, expanded opinion. And somebody that actually knows what exactly was going on. To be honest, the second opinion I'm more on about, because WWE gave such a small ass summary that you really don't understand it. Like, it's like, well, there has to be more to that, because you can't really sit here and tell me that y'all get told what's going on 8 hours 8 hours before the show starts, and all of a sudden after all this time you just walk away. That makes no sense, because you didn't want to work with two other individuals. That makes no sense. Because if they didn't want to work with Doudrop and Nikki ASH, then why was that going to be a program in the future? I'm confused at that. On top of that, the second opinion is also saying that they were promised something and literally they're not going to get anything out of it. So you were promised 2 big feuds at WrestleMania. Okay, that's fine. We could work with that. But y'all bite the bullet because they just think, oh well, screw those plans. Y'all gonna be a tag team. Okay. Sasha was gonna get over regardless. And along with Naomi, it works. Okay, so boom. They go to WrestleMania. They win the tag team championships. Boom, they're over as a team. That was to be expected. But now they're being told they ain't going to defend. They're not going to defend their tag team championships until Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is in July. July 2nd to be exact. That's a month and a half from now. You mean to tell me they are not going to defend their tag team championships for a month and a half? That's wild. No, that's wild. Because the last I checked, if a talent is not able to defend their championship within a month, then technically that title's supposed to get vacated. Is it? No, I think it's 30 days or 60 days. That title's supposed to get vacated. Y'all literally if I can really sit here and do math, that's about 40 something days they're not going to defend the championship. So why the hell is that even a thing? That's number one. Number two, Naomi was supposed to win last night, apparently. So it's supposed to be Naomi versus Bianca, right? In a match that, on paper, I definitely would love to see. Absolutely, that should be a good match. But then you're told you're just gonna put them over. Y'all ain't gonna win nothing. So that kind of diminishes the value, because Sasha Banks is probably the best woman in the company. Let's be honest here, and Naomi is pretty good her damn self. So it's like, all right. Is it bad enough that when Sasha and Ronda faced in 2019 at the Royal Rumble, that Sasha already had a little bit of problems with Ronda already? I mean, do we have to go back to that? And I figured Sasha Banks was going to be next for Ronda. It made too much sense, because once what's her name? Once Charlotte left, there's nobody else really for Ronda to defend that title against. So Sasha was literally next up by proxy, by default. Unless you wanted to bring Bayley back, and then Bayley versus Ronda, you can do that. But out of everybody, Sasha was literally the next one up by default. So I was anticipating that's fine. But we know how Sasha is. And quite frankly, WWE been doing Sasha so damn dirty, I don't really know what to say. Like, Sasha is what, a 6-time women's champion? 6-time, 7-time women's champion? And 5 or 6 of those reigns, no, it had to be 5. So she's a 6-time women's champion. 5 of those reigns lasted for only a month. Either a month or one title reign, or like one title defense. Like, that's horrible. That's horrible. Like, and then Naomi, they've been doing Naomi dirty. Like, the reports, one report said, "Oh, you've been doing Naomi dirty since the 2020 Royal Rumble." No, they've been doing Naomi dirty for longer than that. Should we talking when she won the SmackDown Women's Championship back in 2017? They've been doing her dirty since then. So it's like, let's not talk about 2020. Let's talk about all the way back to 2017. So I don't know, but I'm not mad at Sasha. I damn sure ain't mad at Naomi. I'm not mad at neither one of them for walking out, because they know their value and they know what they deserve. I think Sasha deserves so much more than what she's been given, honestly. So I don't blame her or Naomi for walking out. I don't. And especially if WWE really tried to spin the narrative on what is the truth to what the second opinion said. Exceptionally different than what the hell WWE spoke about. So this is gonna be tough because this is the second. Ain't this the second time Sasha Banks walked out? Ain't this the second time? Like, I'm telling you, man. Granted, it's like I know a couple producers are mad at it, but at the same time, actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't blame Vince for this. I don't. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Because the thing was, they went to Vince. I believe they went to Vince. Did it say? Hold on, let me look back at it. Did it say they went to Vince for this? The first time they went to Vince? Oh no, they went to their boss. I forgot his name. Damn, I forgot his name. He was on Total Divas a lot. Damn, I forgot his name. I wonder if he still is their boss. I'm assuming that's where they went to. Mark somebody. Damn, I forgot his name. But yeah, if that's still the boss, I'm like, okay, I'm like, I don't know. But okay, so I thought they went to Vince. So I don't think this is Vince's idea. I don't know. He said your boss, but technically Vince is like the main boss. It's like, but there's a dude that handles the women's talent. There's a guy that just strictly deals with the women. Again, I saw him a lot on Total Divas. I don't know if that's the same guy. But if they went to him, then okay. If this was Vince's whole thing, you know what? Then I would literally have so many words for Vince. I would have. But I don't think this is Vince. I think it's just the producers themselves that are just mad because the talent did not like what the hell was being told to them. And that's another thing with the talent. A lot of talent won't speak up like that. Yet both of them decided, I don't like this. Let's talk about it. They literally did the first time and then boom. They was happy, like they were told everything's gonna get reconstructed. Then all of a sudden, like it turns to a whole different thing. So I get the point of why they walked away. I would walk away too. I mean, hell, if you tell me one thing, then turn around and do another, what the hell do you expect me to feel? Like, I'm gonna feel disrespected. Because apparently they're being spoiled because they don't like what's going on. But yet at the same time, how many people in the company really speak on them? Like, how many people really have the ability or even get up and talk? Like, some people just accept it. Some people are just happy to even be on TV, bro. Somebody like Sasha Banks, whose passion for the business is literally shown damn near every time, is gonna do that. And Naomi, who I'm pretty sure doesn't really speak up as much, but when you got Sasha backing you up, obviously you're gonna walk up and say something too. So it's God, man. I don't know, bro. This is tough. This is tough. It's gonna be backlash. We'll see. What's gonna happen, I don't know. But if they just drop their tag team championships, I'd love to see what's gonna happen now. Are they supposed to have a match this Friday? Were they supposed to? I don't know if they were supposed to be on Smack. I don't know if they were supposed to defend their titles on SmackDown. I guess we'll see what happens on Smack. They are SmackDown superstars technically, so cool. I mean, it made no sense for literally, it made no damn sense for Sasha, Naomi, Doudrop, and Nikki ASA to even be a part of that 6-pack challenge when for all four of them weren't even doing anything to be even close to the title. And I'm being honest. Like, I'm being wholeheartedly honest. Neither one of them were close to that title. But you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I guess I'm on to this situation as best I possibly can. If it leads to anything, then I guess we'll talk about it. But it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support as always. It is 7:12 in the morning. Yeah, I've been up since 4 or 5 in the morning. So yeah. I'm gonna go sleep now. It is what it is, man. So until next time, peace, love, 100. You're